Welcome to NGB Business News, the best business and finance commentary channel on YouTube. And I woke up and I was thinking about that ex, We all have that ex, whether it be male or female, and even though you guys may not be together, she's plotting on you from behind. You know what I'm saying? She's reaping your downfall. She's waiting, you know what I'm saying? She's doing whatever she kind of can to mess up your life, even though you may not even be thinking about her. She may be states away, and everything like that. And I was thinking that kind of reminds me of China and this balloon, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I think we should get into that today. China is kind of, they're over there literally on the opposite side of the world. I guess technically you could say they're closer if you look at the Pacific Ocean. But, looking at it in a map traditionally, they're all the way on the other side of the world. They're plotting against us. They're spilling our terrible information to our children through TikTok. They're spying on us through TikTok. We know they don't like us, and now it looks like they're spying on us using balloons. Yes, balloons. So I'm not going to hold you guys up. Like, comment, subscribe for, more content like this. I appreciate all the love you guys show. And let's go ahead and get into this article about this Chinese balloon that I guess is just floating over the United States and got shot down. Okay, so it says new photos show the Navy recovering downed Chinese spy balloon off of U.S. coast. And this is them recovering it, you know what I'm saying? They're obviously going to have to take a lot of looks at this balloon and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's not going to be any info that I feel that we could really get from this balloon. But it is interesting that they really took the time out of their day, you know what I'm saying, to send this balloon over and spy. It really shows, kind of their perception of us and, everything like that. I think it's very important that we probably kind of check in on China, you know what I'm saying? Because, it'll come back like iRobot or something like that where you think, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just something in the background. And then it just becomes a bigger issue. And I think that's kind of what's going to happen with China. Like, think about it. They're just sitting there. They're very secluded. You don't really know what's going on in the country. And they're probably just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, Now it says the U.S. Navy on Tuesday released photos showing the recovery of remnants of a Chinese spy balloon that was shot down over the weekend on orders of President Joe Biden off the coast of South Carolina. So I didn't actually know that Joe Biden gave the order to shoot it down. How did that even have to get to the president? I'm wondering that. Like, isn't it like if an aircraft is in, certain areas, they just will be shot down? That's how I thought it operated. I didn't think because think how long does it take to get to the president? Maybe it doesn't take that long. Maybe it's a few phone calls away. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring up, 9/11, but you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if somebody could, well, I guess you wouldn't shoot down the plane in that circumstance, obviously. But let's say it was something like a bomber, a S bomber or something like that coming in. You wouldn't want to take the time to call the president. You would just be like, hey, y'all, it's right there. Shoot it down. It's malicious. Now, the photos were taken Sunday, a day after an American fighter jet fired on the 200-foot-tall balloon, sending it hurling down into the Atlantic Ocean in a dramatic scene caught live on TV. China has claimed that the balloon that was first spotted by the public flying over Montana, so it went from Montana and made it to literally South Carolina. So it seems like as though the balloon almost pretty much accomplished its mission. Was a wayward civilian unmanned airship that was primarily conducting weather research. That sounds like an excuse. But the Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that the balloon was being used by China in an attempt to surveil strategic sites in the continental United States. Essentially, saying, hey, this balloon is a spy balloon. It's here to see certain parts of the United States so they can know where we have certain things. Certain buildings, probably, things like that. Of that nature. Now, it says 5 Navy ships were involved in the effort to recover debris from the balloon over a 100-square-mile search area off the coast of Myrtle Beach. Shout out Myrtle Beach. If you guys haven't been to Myrtle Beach, you should definitely make that move. It's a nice vacation spot. Bring the family, you know what I'm saying? Eat some shrimps if you guys are into seafood or something like that. You guys know I was in what's it called? basically Savannah. There's a beach near Savannah and everything like that. And I really wanted to try clams because I always see everybody smashing down clams. But like the texture for me just doesn't do it. Let me know in the comments below. Like, can you guys eat clams? What do you eat them with? Like, is the texture too weird for you? Because the texture is so weird for me. But I actually ate some clams that were cooked. I ate cooked clams twice while I was there because with the cheese and the stuff they was actually kind of hidden. I'm not gonna lie, they was actually kind of hidden. They was a little bit better, but boy, my stomach. When I tell you what happened to my stomach, it took some L's that the next 2 days. But like, we getting off topic. Now, it says the debris field was the size of 1,500 square meters, according to officials who said the balloon's payload weighed more than a ton. And actually, they have the video here, so let's actually give that a watch. Come on, bro. Get off my screen, man. Let's read this too while this video starts. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on Tuesday told reporters that the Biden administration is looking at other actions that can be taken in response to the balloon. So this is the video of them shooting down this balloon. It gets hit. It's cool. It's like some Call of Duty stuff. There's President Joe Biden. Joe Biden be looking kind of like a spy sometimes. Tell me you don't look like a spy. Shout out Sleepy Joe. Over here looking cool. I can't lie, he looks pretty badass right now. Like, he looks like, I feel like he shot down the balloon. He felt like he had just did like a Osama bin Laden, like, you know what I'm saying? Like mission. And he came out, threw on the shades. The wife was like, "Oh my God, Joe, you're looking clean today." He was like, "I know." Shout out to our boy Sleepy. Now, Schumer, a New York Democrat, said the current state of relations between U.S. and China is tense. And yeah, it's tense to say the least. Let's keep it a stack here. Tense is an understatement. Now, after the balloon was spotted, but before it was shot down, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, got that blick on him, canceled a planned trip to China. Interesting. During a hearing on, I would feel like that's more of a reason to go to China. Like, it's not like they're gonna like do something to you in China if you're a U.S. representative. Especially, they want to take down the country. They don't care about one person. I would feel like this would be a good time to pull up and be like, "Hey, y'all," especially what is it, the Secretary of State? Yeah, I'll pull up and be like, "So what was up with that balloon?" Like, now it says. During a hearing on Capitol Hill, Representative David Scott, Democrat in Georgia, said he loves Biden but disagreed with a days-long delay in shooting down the balloon because the time it gave China to collect additional data and intelligence by the aircraft flying over the U.S. Like I said, if it made it from Montana all the way over to Myrtle Beach, then that means that this thing essentially made a round trip through the entire United States. And if it did take a whole extra day, this is why I'm saying somebody else probably needs to be able to make these calls on shooting down foreign aircrafts, or else you're going to have problems like this. Think about it. A whole day. Do you know how much information that balloon could have captured within 24 hours? This is an aerial spacecraft. It's not like driving a car. It's more like, okay, probably not as fast as an airplane, but it's kind of like an airplane. You know what I'm saying? So like, it can get around to a multitude of states, I'm sure, within 24 hours. That thing that's seen all over Area 51 or Area 51 and everything. Now, in a response, a witness at the hearing, National Security Council and Economic Council member Peter Harrell said that Blinken's decision to postpone his trip is the start of a response, not the end. Now, Republican Ann Wagner, a Missouri Republican, said she and her family watched as the balloon flew over her home state. It's just out there. Like, this is so embarrassing for the U.S. that we really let this happen. Because I guarantee you China would not be letting no U.S. balloon fly over their nation for 24 hours. And it says President Biden's decision to let the... I love how they throw in there Chinese Communist Party balloons travel the length and breadth of the United States of America was an unpardonable show of weakness on the world stage. I think it was. I think this is a bad look. I'm calling for the administration to restore America's ability to deter reckless provocations. The stakes of a strategic competition with China are exceedingly high, and the CCP's influence continues to spread and unchallenged. What is that? China Communist Party. American communities will pay the price. Now it says White House National Security spokesman John Kirby told reporters on Monday that the balloon is suspected of being the fifth Chinese surveillance balloon detected over the continental U.S. since 2017. So come on, I'm telling you, they're laying low in the background. They're chilling. You know what I'm saying? They're not letting many people in. They're controlling who comes in. They're controlling who comes out. They're controlling who can see what. And they're just sitting there. They're getting stronger. I'm telling y'all. It's kind of like when somebody goes to prison and they go for 10 years and you don't know what they on. You don't know nothing like that. Timmy got arrested. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear about Timmy. You not thinking nothing about Timmy. Next thing you know, you see Timmy. Timmy is jacked. Timmy is yoked. Timmy done been doing 300 push-ups a day for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of like what we're dealing with China here. Now, he said 3 of those balloons flew over the U.S. during the Trump administration. And that's a strike against Trump. Well, because nobody said anything, obviously. While there was another one during Biden's tenure in the White House besides the most recent one. So there was apparently a balloon before this. This is them, recovering some more of that, debris from the balloon. And it says former President Donald Trump has said that he was never informed that a Chinese balloon passed over the U.S. when he was in office. I wonder if he said this now or if this was said before. Because obviously, if it was now, you're done with your presidency and everything like that. You just be like, hey, I don't know about it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Because if you do say you know what you're talking about, then people are going to be like, did you shoot it down? How long was it in the country? Why are you allowing balloons? They'll be coming at you just like they're coming at Biden now. So we can definitely see why he would have, maybe he didn't know, but we can definitely see there's a lot of reasons why he would, say, no, I have no idea about this balloon. Now, they said 3 of the balloons during Trump's tenure were only discovered after he left office. So it was only discovered after he left office, which sounds really bad because that means how long were these balloons just flying around? It sounds like at this point, these balloons could have been flying around for weeks, months. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, that's not good. Yeah, but I was just giving President Joe Biden a dub earlier with the Inflation Reduction Act that is essentially stealing some business from the Europeans and making a lot of them want to come over here to get some of our, discounts for, electric vehicles and, electric manufacturing, things like that. But yeah, this is definitely a strike on America. It's not a good look. It's kind of embarrassing, you know what I'm saying, that China was able to just fly around a surveillance balloon in our country without us having the intel to know, what's going on. It makes the U.S. look weak, and anything that makes your country look weak pretty much is always going to be a negative. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think this should have been preventable, or are we being a little bit too hard on the United States government? You know what I'm saying? Or do you guys think they should have caught this, shot it down, and just been like, hey, they didn't even get him. We got him off the coast of California. We got him a few miles outside of the coast of California. Or hey guys, it's hard to know that a balloon is in your area. You don't know if it's something a civilian is flying. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through protocol and everything like that. So just let me know what side you guys are on, what you guys think about this. You guys think this was kind of justified from the American government, or do you think this was kind of ignorance on the American government part? Also, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I appreciate all the love you guys show me and everything like that. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.